Good day. Today we're going to be looking at symmetry. Now we have three types of symmetry. We have line, point, and rotational. Line symmetry means you can fold the figure onto itself. So imagine you have this triangle on a piece of paper. How could you fold it so that there's no overlapping parts? You could fold it right down the middle and it would perfectly mirror itself. Point symmetry. A figure has point symmetry if you can flip it upside down and look like the same figure. So it has to be 180 degrees about the center of the object. So take your paper or draw an N on a piece of paper and spin it upside down. It'll still look like the N. That is point symmetry. Now, if you have point symmetry, you have to have rotational symmetry. Rotational symmetry is simply if you can turn the object at any degree and it is the same figure, it is rotational symmetry. So for this sun, if I was to rotate it about that far, so you can turn your paper a little bit like that, or turn your head, it is the same figure. Okay, that's rotational. The important thing to know for the mathematics portion, for any regular figure, regular means all the degrees are the same, all the angles are the same, and then each side is the same. The rotational symmetry occurs every 360 divided by the number of sides, degrees. And I'll show you what I mean on 1 and 2. So number 1, let's check for line, point, and rotational symmetry. Well, line symmetry, I could draw a line here, or vertically, and that's line symmetry. Point, if I flip it upside down, it is the same. I have point symmetry. Rotational, it does have point, I have to have rotational, but what is the degrees for the first rotation? Well, this is a hexagon with 6 sides. So 360 over 6 is 120. It is not 120, it is 60. I said 6 and divided by 3. I apologize on that one. So every 60 degrees, this has rotational symmetry. So it is rotational. This is on your test, which is why I'm taking the time to write this. At 60, I'm going to add 60, 120, 180, and you can keep going up to 360. Well, technically to infinity, but because this is Math 2, you'll stop at 360. All right, how about this triangle? I can draw a line here to get line symmetry. If I flip it upside down, the vertex will be the wrong direction. It will look like this, so I do not have point, but I do have rotational. This one's 120 degrees. 360 divided by the 3 sides for my equilateral triangle. For number 3, I do not have line symmetry. If I was to cut this in half, I'd have parts that overlapped off the figure, so there is no line. There is point symmetry. I can flip it upside down, and that is the only time I have symmetry, and it is rotational also. My right triangle, I can't have line, I don't have point, and I don't have rotational. I have no symmetry in this. Now, take a minute and try that second half on that page. So 5 through 8. All right, for number 5, I have line and rotational. For number 6, I have point and rotational. For the A, I have line only. And for the lightning bolt, I have nothing. I'm going to do Number 16, I think you can do the rest. So I'm going to do 16, and then I'll mark the rest for you. Now 16 is a little bit tricky. First off, it does have point and rotational symmetry. We'll start there. You can flip it upside down, it'll be the same card. But does this have line symmetry? Well, if I draw a line across this horizontal, so I fold this card in half, would that be symmetric? The answer is no. Why? Look at the faces, or matter of fact, just let's look at this little corner. This Queen of Hearts in the bottom right, if I flipped it to the top, it'd be here, which does not line up with the one on this side. These are not symmetric. So the details on this card disqualify it from having line symmetry. Okay, I really think you can do the rest of these. So pause the video and try 9 through 12. You have point, rotational. You have all three for the hourglass. For the R, you have none. For the kite, you have line only. Okay, pause it and try 13 through 18. 13, you have line symmetry. You have rotational symmetry. For the Z, you have point and rotational. For the clover, you have all three. For the very strange object on number 17, you have nothing. For the moon, you have line. Pause it, try 19 and 20. Okay, for your answers, you have rotational, and you have all three. We are now done. That's all I have for you. Have a great rest of your day.